Hello everybody out there YouTube land, Ed here, ELH Scale Model Garage, and it'd been a little bit since I've gotten a video made and put up on my channel, a couple of weeks, but today it's gonna be kind of a multi-purpose video. First thing though, I'd like to give a shout out to my good friends over at G&G Model Shop, because I was there yesterday and I went there to get a couple of pots of Tamiya acrylic, an extra jar of Tamiya extra thin because I'm getting a little bit low on mine, and some microsol. And I happened to look up on the shelf kind of toward the end of the counter there, and they had a couple of bottles of Unicorn Tears. I was like, oh yeah, what's the price? Okay, let me do a little quick math. Okay, yes, I've got enough money. Let me get a bottle of that. Now, for those of you that don't know what I mean by Unicorn Tears, Unicorn Tears is a term that many of us in this particular hobby, especially those of us that do utilize airbrushes, use to refer to the absolute most wonderful paint thinner that you could probably get. What is that paint thinner? Mr. Color Leveling Thinner. Works on practically any and every paint you could possibly have. It works well with Tamiya. It works with the Mr. Color paints. It works with hobby acrylic paints. It works with Testors enamel paints. You name it, that stuff works. And what's really cool about it is when using this, you don't need to use a retarder, because the leveling portion, that's a retarder that's already added into the thinner, so that when you airbrush the paint, it gives it enough time while drying to self-level and therefore prevent orange peel and things of that nature. So, and G&G models, the price that they sell this for, $18.50, and that's a pretty darn good price for this bottle. And I was like, alright, yeah, no, I definitely got to get some. And when I get paid this coming up Thursday, if they have more, if they still have some, I'm going to go ahead and pick up another bottle, just because of how hard that stuff is to come by. Now, when it comes to G&G Model Shop, I am not sponsored in any way by those folk, but I do enjoy their shop, and I enjoy the fact that they are available. And what's really cool for me is, with where I live, I could walk to G&G Models in about 5 minutes. They're literally that close to where I live. So for those of you in Houston that don't know about G&G Model Shop or where they're located, they're at the intersection of Interstate 69 / aka State Highway 59. Some people in Houston, depending on how long you've been here, if you refer to it as Interstate 69 or State Highway 59. Anyways, it's at the intersection of 69 and South Shepherd. So, if you're in Houston, and obviously you're at least interested in the hobby, otherwise you wouldn't be watching this video, but if you're in Houston and you're looking for tools, you're looking for paints or glues, you're looking for scratch building supplies, you're looking for magazines, books, other reference materials, if you're looking for railroad supplies, if you're looking for automotive supplies, if you're looking for military aircraft or armor, if you're looking for civilian aircraft, if you're looking for big rigs, if you're looking for sci-fi, G&G Model Shop, they got you covered. And G&G is the longest running, longest in business brick and mortar model shop inside the state of Texas. In fact, coming up here in January, they're going to have been open for business for 80 years. That's a long time, y'all. Very long time. Now, I'll have their website address linked in the description down below. And yes, you can purchase from them online. They do that. You can also see what they've got in stock and everything like that through their website. So I will have that information in the description. And now that I've got that out of the way, yes, this is my Sunday, October 13th, 2024 model cars and coffee. It's also a final for my Dodge Ram VTS. And as I was looking at the truck, as I was putting some finishing touches on it, I was like, you know what? I think a couple of my Terry Thacker Senior tribute decals are going to look good on this. So it's also part of the Senior tribute build. So this is the truck. As you can see, got Kiss My Ass on the fender, got 56 on the back, driver side's the same. Now the hood on my copy doesn't really fit very well. The engine bay's all nice and detailed up. Interior, and for the windshield, on the black around the, grab one of mine, this black right here along the edges of the windshield, the clear part has a frosted area, frosted line that you use for going along and putting what would on the 1-to-1 be an opaque black ring around the windshield. That I painted out by hand. Now granted, yes, the eyebrow tint stripe, that's Tamiya smoke, that got masked off to make that perfectly straight as I was airbrushing the Tamiya smoke on there. But the ring, the opaque black ring around it, that was done by hand. All the multicolor inside the interior, that's all hand paint. There's no masking. That's hand brushed in there with not a bit of masking. I generally try not to use masking. Every bit of paint on this truck is Tamiya acrylic. It's the body is the metallic blue. I forget exactly what all colors I used for the interior. Chassis, by the way, not a whole lot of different color in the chassis. Oh, the wheel fell off. That's no bueno. Get back on there. Not a whole lot of Chassis just kind of plain and basic. This is basically built just as a factory stock slash box stock truck. So the only thing I didn't do was, the kit does include a tonneau cover for the bed. I didn't feel like putting that on there because back when these trucks were available, the V10 Rams, when they were available, they didn't come from the factory with a tonneau cover. That was all aftermarket. So I was like, you know what? I'm not going to put that tonneau cover on there. So I didn't. So that's my video for the Model Cars and Coffee slash VTS Final slash senior update, senior tribute build. So whatever time of day it is y'all happen to be watching this video, if it's in the early morning, mid-morning, afternoon, late noon, early evening, mid-evening, late evening, ultra late night, you know, whatever, it's all good. And until next time, I'll be in the garage.